And welcome to day 87 of the Storage 100 series. Folks, I am Joe Downs. Listen, nobody likes chasing late payments, but how you handle delinquencies defines your operation. So today we're covering the right way to enforce late fees. And for more operational frameworks like this, the Storage Moguls community at storagemoguls.ai is free and AI powered with GPT tools and multimodal learning across all storage verticals. It's launching soon. Start for free. Level up at your own pace. And bonus, the first 500 people to register will get for free our Deal Analyzer GPT that we use ourselves for quick deal analysis, but only the first 500. So register now. Again, that's storagemoguls.ai, storagemoguls.ai. But until then, we are talking about late fees and enforcement. And I want you to shift your mindset right now. Late fees are not a necessary evil. They're a profit center, believe it or not. This is a critical component of your business model that most operators get wrong. And we're going to treat late fees as a revenue stream and a powerful training tool for your tenants. We need to stop apologizing for them and start enforcing them consistently. The entire process must be simple, clear, and automated. All right, so let's dive into why this matters so much. Because as I said, late fees are not just penalties, they're a significant revenue stream for your facility. You need to view them as a core part of your financial model, not just a way to cover administrative costs. Industry standard shows that late fees can account for anywhere from 10 to 20% of your total revenue. That's a lot of late fees, but that's a number you can't afford to ignore or give up on. So you're either running a really, really tight facility or you are increasing your revenue because of the late fees. Beyond the revenue, though, late fees are the most effective way to train your tenants to pay on time, which is, again, back to it's one or the other. Consistent, automated enforcement creates a culture of timely payment. If you don't enforce them, you're teaching your tenants that the due date is flexible. So let's look at the structure that makes this revenue stream possible. To be effective and efficient, we need a standard yet simple late fee structure that is easy to understand and, most importantly, easy to automate. Rent is due on day one and payment is expected then. We're not offering a grace period technically. On day 6, though, the first late fee hits. This should be a fixed dollar amount or percentage of the rent, typically 10 to 20%. Then on day 30, we hit them with the lien fee, which is the pre-foreclosure charge. A key principle here is simplicity and automation. If your structure is complex, your software will fail and your staff will make mistakes. We also need to address a common misconception that often derails this simple structure. The grace period is a myth that costs operators thousands of dollars every year. Many operators believe they are legally required to give tenants 10 days to pay. But the reality is most states require 0 days. The industry standard is 5 days, and that's what we stick to. The danger of extending your grace period beyond 5 days is simple. It delays your cash flow. Every extra day you wait is a day you don't have that money in your account. Stop giving away free credit. The goal is to get paid on time, not be the bank. So how do we enforce this 5-day window with manual effort? Well, this is where the magic happens. We automate enforcement. At 12:01 a.m. on day 6, your software, not you, not your employees, your software needs to take over completely. The tenant's gate access is immediately locked out. We call this the red lock. Simultaneously, the late notice is sent and an SMS alert goes out if you have that on file, and you should. 0 effort is required from your staff to do this. We're not making manual collection calls at this stage. The system is doing the work, which is the most consistent and authoritative way to enforce your policy. And that visual, the red lock, is the most powerful training tool you have. And that physical overlock needs to be applied when between day 6 and day 10. It depends on your state law. This is the single most important visual reminder that the tenant is locked out and must pay immediately when they show up and they see that red lock. The red lock is the manager's top priority task every week because it trains the tenant that you're serious about your payment terms. Once payment is made, though, got to remove that lock immediately. Don't delay access for an hour. Try not to delay it for a minute. Now, for all you softies out there wondering, what happens when a tenant calls and begs you to waive that late fee that triggered that overlock? You have to have a strict policy on waiving them. Your policy should be 1 waiver per lifetime, period. 1 waiver per lifetime, period. Mic drop. You can tell the tenant, I can do this for you one time only, but the next time the system won't let me override it. This language puts the blame on the system and not you, which makes it easier to enforce. Don't make a habit of waiving late fees. Tenants will absolutely abuse your kindness and will expect it every month. If you're too soft, you undermine the entire automated enforcement process we just set up. After the red lock, the next step is in the process is the pre-foreclosure fee, which is the lien fee, and is the next major step in the enforcement process, typically hitting between day 30 and day 45. This is not a late fee. It's a standard administrative fee, usually between $50 and $100. And this fee covers the cost of certified mail and administrative time required to prepare for the lien process. This is the fee that truly gets their attention because it signals that the process is serious and irreversible. By this point, the tenant knows you're not playing games. They've ignored the late fee and the red lock, and now they face a significant charge that moves them toward auction. This fee is essential for covering your costs and maintaining the integrity of your enforcement timeline. So why do we enforce all these fees so strictly? Because late fees equal profit, and we need to enforce the rules and train our tenants. You must enforce them strictly to boost your net operating income. The fees themselves are a direct revenue stream, but the real value is in the training. When you enforce your rules consistently, you train your customers to be on-time payers. This reduces your administrative burden and improves your cash flow predictability. Strict enforcement is not about being mean. It's about running a professional, profitable business. Make sure your team understands that consistency is the key to a successful operation. Okay, if you happen to know someone who's constantly waiving late fees and struggling with collections, share this video with them. They need to understand that they're hurting their own business by being way too lenient. And if you appreciated, I should say, this content today, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out on tomorrow's topic, which is day 88. 88, I can't believe if day 1 feels like yesterday. Day 88, the auction process. Spoiler alert, it is not like what you see on TV. And remember, consistent enforcement isn't mean, it's professional. Your tenants will respect clear boundaries, and your bottom line will thank you later. If you're interested in hanging around a community that talks about stuff like this all the time, late fees, policies, collection scripts, and enforcement workflows, join us at Storage Moguls, storagemoguls.ai, storagemoguls.ai. It's free to join, and if you do it today, I think you'll still be one of the first 500 to get that free GPT tool. So see you tomorrow for day 88, and good luck getting that tool.